Something has changed in the last couple of years as far as fishing goes. It used to be that when I fished along here, all of those little rips, I would catch salmon par in them. This year I haven't caught any. I start to catch bass. So I really don't know what else it is, because nothing has changed that much up here to my knowledge, you know. I've been on this river all my life, and there's something, whatever's happened, I don't know what it is. Really, whether it's climate change, because the bass seem to be coming here where they never was before. I never caught a bass here in my life till 2 years ago. When I was a boy, down around Chipman, from the head of Grand Lake up to the mouth of Gaspereau, which was supposedly the head of tide, I would say there had to be at least 8 or 10 legal salmon net sets, people set for salmon. And I mean, they all got salmon and everything. But the river was never fished by anglers back then. A few poachers put their net in up here and everything, you know. And that's what salmon fishing was then. Then in later years, now we've started catching a few on the fly here.
I haven't caught any recently or seen any recently, but there's always been salmon in Salmon River. In my time of fishing it and living on the river, probably it would have been the late 80s, early 90s. There were lots of sport fishermen fishing the river. At one point, down at Three Bridges, which is about 12, 15 kilometers down the river, there were often fishermen lined up, sitting on a bench, waiting so that they could go through to fish. That was a phenomena that didn't last long. I left in 95 or whatever, and fishing had really died right off on the river. And I mean, today, there's nobody fishes that I'm aware of for salmon in Salmon River.
Really, the whole watershed, when it comes to Atlantic salmon, is on life support. Returning to all tributaries above and below Mactaquac, probably less than 1,000 salmon in any given year, maybe between 1,000 and 1,500. Counting isn't great. It's a far cry from where it was historically. This watershed is bigger than the Miramichi, it's bigger than the Restigouche, and has historically supported Atlantic salmon returns, well in excess of 100,000 adult fish, and now we're down to just a few hundred. The top 4 threats for St. John River salmon, in no particular order: hydro dams, invasive species, salmon aquaculture, and climate change. And it's a toxic cocktail for sure.
Well, it's sad really, but what do you do, That's the way things are changing, things are going. Don't like it, but, no, it's sad. There used to be a lot of fish.